Complete this rhyme. Twinkle, twinkle, little star.
How are you working? How?
Who's that?
Welcome to The Point of View.
Welcome to Face to Face on Channel 1 Television.
And hello, welcome to What the Papers Are Saying.
This be football made in Ghana. It be the only pidgin show where it day on your screen. Channel 1 TV.
Thank you so much.
Some people are late. You know, they have to catch up. City TV is now Channel 1 TV. You understand?
This is Channel 1 TV, telling your story, empowering change.
Complete this rhyme. Twinkle, twinkle, little star.
How are you working? How?
Who's that?
Welcome to The Point of View.
Welcome to Face to Face on Channel 1 Television.
And hello, welcome to What the Papers Are Saying.
This be football made in Ghana. It be the only pidgin show where it day on your screen. Channel 1 TV.
Thank you so much.
Some people are late. You know, they have to catch up. City TV is now Channel 1 TV. You understand?
This is Channel 1 TV, telling your story, empowering change.
Complete this rhyme. Twinkle, twinkle, little star.
How are you working? How?
Who's that?
Also coming up, robbery attack on nurses in Asabi in Ashanti region heightens security concerns. Meanwhile, local authorities call for improved safety measures amidst growing fear among health workers and residents.
MCE must also do his part to ensure that he distributes street light to all of us. But at the end of the day, the lights are being brought. to support our electoral area. So if people are dying because of our negligence, then we should be taken on.
Son of Prophet Salifu Amuakon remanded in custody after fatal accident. Government aims for nationwide 5G coverage by 2026 to enhance development as the official adoption takes off.
The initial rollout focus is on major cities, starting today, where we anticipate that residents in Accra, Kumasi, and Takoradi will begin experiencing the benefits almost immediately. For full nationwide coverage, including rural regions, we're looking at a multi-phase approach, aiming for comprehensive access by 2026.
And later in CNR Business. High Court overturns Bank of Ghana's license revocation of CDH savings and loans. Grateful for your time on the Channel 1 newsroom. Let's now settle for the details of our stories. We begin from Parliament, where the Speaker, Alban Bagwin, has summoned the House to reconvene on Thursday, November 7, 2024 at 10 a.m. The session will take place at the Grand Arena of the Accra International Conference Center, where lawmakers will return to critical discussions that have been stalled for several weeks. The decision to reconvene follows a protracted impasse triggered by a ruling from the Speaker regarding vacant seats in Parliament. Portions of the statement reads, pursuant to Article 112, Clause 13, and Orders 5 and 53 of the Standing Orders of the Parliament of Ghana, I, Right Honourable Alban Sumana Kingsford Bagwin, Speaker of Parliament, hereby summon Parliament to sit on 7 November 2024 at 10 o'clock in the forenoon at the Grand Arena International Conference Center in Accra. Meanwhile, the following report by Channel 1 News' Ni Ayikwe provides highlights of circumstances surrounding the adjournment of the House and its eventual summoning by the Speaker.
Article 112, Clause 3 of the 1992 Constitution provides that notwithstanding any other provision in this article, 15% of members of Parliament may request a meeting of Parliament and the Speaker shall within 7 days after the receipt of the request summon Parliament. Similarly, Order 53 of the Standing Orders of Parliament reinforces this constitutional provision by stating that despite any other provision, 15% of members of Parliament may request a meeting of Parliament and the Speaker shall, within 7 days after the receipt of the request, summon Parliament. Parliament shall convene within 7 days after the issuance of the notice of summon. Article 112 is designed to be invoked in normal times when Parliament is on recess and a need arises in the national interest for Parliament to address. The phrase "and the Speaker shall" within 7 days after the receipt of the request summon Parliament is meant to prescribe the upper limit within which the discretion of the Speaker in taking the decision to summon Parliament can be exercised. The provision has in recent times been invoked by the NPP caucus of Parliament. The House adjourned on Wednesday, March 20, 2024, but the majority petitioned the Speaker on May 3 to recall Parliament within 7 days. The Speaker, on May 10, 2024, within the 7-day time frame, issued a notice summoning Parliament on 17th May 2024. A motion on increased financing and the acceptance of the 34th report of the Appointments Committee were among the important government business issues that the Majority Caucus wanted to be addressed. A loan facility for an amount of $150 million to finance the ongoing Greater Accra Resilient and Integrated Development Garrett project, and also a request for tax exemption for selected beneficiaries under the 1D1F program were also parts of the agenda. On July 31, 2024, the Majority Leader Alexander Penyamaken petitioned the Speaker again to reassemble Parliament. This was after the Majority Caucus's discontent with the Speaker's decision to indefinitely adjourn the session on Tuesday, July 30, 2024. Businesses for the recall included a motion on the financing agreement between the Government of Ghana and the International Development Association, requests for tax exemptions for designated beneficiaries under the One District, One Factory program, the Ghana Financial Stability Fund, and certain bills. On August 7, exactly within the 7-day time frame, the Speaker summoned Parliament for an emergency session on Tuesday, September 3, 2024, almost a month after the issuance of notice. The Speaker in a communication raised concerns that the literal understanding of Article 112 Clause 3 and Order 53 without consideration for the context and purpose behind these provisions could lead to an absurd situation where Parliament is kept in perpetual meetings. He dreaded instances where the constitutional provision could be weaponized by factions within Parliament to serve partisan interest rather than the national interest. Speaker says Parliament could be drawn into a state of perpetual sitting at unnecessary cost to the nation and effectively preventing MPs from attending to their constituencies and other vital responsibilities, especially in an election year when advocacy of MPs is crucial. Following the declaration of 4 seats vacant by Speaker Alban Bagbin, the House was adjourned indefinitely on October 22, 2024 due to a deadlock between both sides of the House who were claiming the majority status. In a letter addressed to Speaker Bagbin by the second Deputy Majority Whip, Alex Tete Jonobua, on October 23, 2024, a day after the adjournment of the House, the NPP caucus triggered a recall. The Speaker, per constitutional dictates, is expected to issue a notice today, October 30, providing a date for the summoning of the House. But the Speaker, in an earlier communication, indicated that while the Constitution provides that the Speaker shall, within 7 days after the receipt of the request, summon Parliament, it is the Standing Orders which provides that Parliament shall convene within 7 days after the issuance of the notice of summon. The same Standing Orders empower the Speaker to interpret the Standing Orders in accordance with the Constitution. In this instance, Alban Bagbin contends that the Constitution does not prescribe the date for the meeting of the House after the issuance of the notice of summon. The Member of Parliament for Bia East, Richard Echampong, and Asante Achim North MP Andy Apiakubi believe that the underlying factor for the adjournment, if not resolved, would render the recall meaningless.
No, I don't speak for the Speaker. You can get 82, 83 members of Parliament to sign a petition to recall Parliament. What if that same day the Speaker also decides to adjourn the House Synod again? What would you do? We've gotten to a point that we need to respect each other. We need to cross bridges and then talk to each other so that we can promote this kind of democracy, 30 years of our democracy. But if you want to stretch it so much, your hand will be broken. He's not taking advice. He's been so arrogant. I don't know what kind of majority leader you want to be.
Sometimes when we get involved in this, excuse me for want of better word, childish antics, it doesn't inspire me at all. Let all of us bow our heads in shame and say that it is not too bad. Let us recover from this constitutional crisis and let us come out with a hybrid of opinion that will solve our problems. Indeed, we need to grow a class of statesmen more than a class of partisan politicians. And let the politicians also be warned that as much as we attack each other unnecessarily, we open ourselves to attacks from the public. And if you go out and listen to what people are saying about our politics and our parliament now, sometimes you are ashamed of even saying that I'm a parliamentarian. You see, how honorable have we become? We need to defend that title, being honorable.
Reporting for Channel 1 News from Parliament. My name is Ni Ayikwe Okan.
Now, in a bid to boost transparency and build public trust ahead of the national elections, the Electoral Commission of Ghana has invited journalists to observe the ballot printing process at 3 of the 6 facilities designated for printing both presidential and parliamentary ballots for the upcoming December 7 elections. This decision follows a recent Afrobarometer survey which revealed that only 28% of respondents expressed confidence in the Electoral Commission. Channel 1 News' Jude Duncan was part of the select group of journalists invited to observe the process and filed the following report.
For the first time in its history, the Electoral Commission has granted select journalists access to witness the printing of ballots and other election materials. This move aims to boost transparency and build public trust ahead of the national elections. The 3 printing facilities visited included Back Press Limited in Ofankor, InnoLink Printing Press in North Industrial Area, and Acts Commercial Printing Limited in Dansuman. Director of Electoral Services at the EC, Benjamin Banobio, explained that this decision reflects the Commission's commitment to transparency and public trust.
We are here to let you know that printing ballots is not done in secrecy. Open up to the public for you to know. And we are doing it together with the political party agents. At every level, these agents are there, and they are observing to ensure that the writing is done. Take copies of the serial range of numbers. They take copies of the quantities being printed for each constituency. And we give them all these details in the net. So printing ballots, they are with us. And they make sure that whatever we are packaged on and is ready to be sent to our regions and our constituencies, apart from the Electoral Commissions, we also add their seals and take records of that. So, in printing ballot papers, there is no secrecy. It's so transparent.
According to the latest Afrobarometer report, trust in the EC remains low, with only 28% of respondents expressing confidence in the Commission. While the EC has not yet confirmed when journalists will visit the remaining 3 printing facilities, it provided no update on the printing status for the Amenfi Central constituency ballots amid ongoing legal disputes with the NDC following the disqualification of parliamentary candidate Joanna Kujo. In addition to journalists, party agents representing various presidential candidates were stationed at these printing centers to monitor the process. Security was visibly heightened at each location, with a secure vault room for storing printed election materials under the care of party agents. Deputy Electoral Commissioner Dr. Bosman Asare took time to walk journalists through the ballot printing process and assured the public of the EC's dedication to a fair and transparent election.
So if you hear anyone saying anywhere that the Electoral Commission has printed more than the necessary ballots, that's a complete lie. Because the parties are aware, they know the ballot statistics for each region, for each constituency. And in this year's election, what the Commission said is that we are giving each constituency. And so here they are printing the Upper East, the Upper West, and the Western North regions. And they are printing both the presidential and the parliamentary.
The Electoral Commission of Ghana has assured the general public of their commitments to ensure a free, fair, and transparent election process in the upcoming December 7 election. This is after the EC allowed some select journalists access into 3 of the 6 printing centers responsible for printing presidential and ballot papers and other election materials going into the election. According to the EC, this forms part of enhancing public trust and transparency following the round 10 survey of the Afrobarometer report, where 28% 58% of respondents responded positively to whether they trust the EC as an institution. Reporting for Channel 1 News, my name is Jude Duncan.
You are watching the Channel 1 newsroom here on Channel 1 TV. Still to come. Ghana Freedom Party settles on replacement for late presidential candidate Ekuadonko. Stay with us. We have details of that and others coming up shortly.
Complete this rhyme. Twinkle, twinkle, little star.
How are you working? How?
Who's that?
Welcome to The Point of View.
Welcome to Face to Face on Channel 1 Television.
And hello, welcome to What the Papers Are Saying.
This be football made in Ghana. It be the only pidgin show where it day on your screen. Channel 1 TV.
Thank you so much.
Some people are late. You know, they have to catch up. City TV is now Channel 1 TV. You understand?
This is Channel 1 TV, telling your story, empowering change.
Complete this rhyme. Twinkle, twinkle, little star.
How are you working? How?
Who's that?
Welcome to The Point of View.
Welcome to Face to Face on Channel 1 Television.
And hello, welcome to What the Papers Are Saying.
This be football made in Ghana. It be the only pidgin show where it day on your screen. Channel 1 TV.
Thank you so much.
Some people are late. You know, they have to catch up. City TV is now Channel 1 TV. You understand?
This is Channel 1 TV, telling your story, empowering change.
Complete this rhyme. Twinkle, twinkle, little star.
How are you working how?
Who's that? Welcome to The Point of View.
Welcome to Face to Face on Channel 1 Television.
And hello, welcome to What the Papers Are Saying.
This be football made in Ghana. It be the only pidgin show where it day on your screen. Channel 1 TV.
Thank you so much.
Some people are late. They have to catch up. City TV is now Channel 1 TV. You understand?
This is Channel 1 TV, telling your story, empowering change.
Complete this rhyme. Twinkle, twinkle, little star.
How are you working how?
Who's that?
Welcome back to the Channel 1 newsroom. Let us now focus on politics. We begin from the NPP. Its flag bearer, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, has promised to complete the road linking Shidium to Kenyase before the December 7 polls. He gave this assurance while engaging with chiefs and residents of Kenyase during his tour of the Ahafo region. Channel 1 News' Hanson Ajiman, who is traveling with the campaign team, reports.
Dr. Bawumia concluded his two-day tour of the Ahafo region with the second day featuring visits to the Sutifi North, Tano North and Tano South constituencies. Throughout his visit, Dr. Bawumia met with chiefs, imams, pastors and key stakeholders, providing them with a platform to voice their concerns. A recurring issue highlighted was a poor road network in the region, where many connecting roads are untarred, making travel between towns difficult. The Channel 1 News team observed that it took an average of 45 minutes to travel between towns within the same region. The chief of Kenyase #1 in the Sutifi North constituency emphasized the urgency of completing the Hwidiem Kenyase road.
The only and cry no other better conversion. You can say, well, who's our Bahano? Niama Buquano Swa, and video Gusu a Yapano. Niamon Pesabaya said, yes, Sabi. A year, you know. Silent among Walker. Gia. Or say, Diabo Bompire Maui, near Bompire anyway, as a doctor caught machines who called the Asabi. Now and
in response, Dr. Bawumia assured the chief that the road will be finished before the elections.
Nananum, Ninim said, Quaya, Hwidiem to Kenyase Quine, Edamo Komasopa, Meso Edama Komaso, and then Anape Yeba, Namibisa, say contractor no on making sure say before you able to abandon asphalt no it does so straight from and me who ejuma wa share say NGBR, I think less than a week. We be first layer base no na edaho. Contractor no so ordinary asphalt machines no so abedu. Inti mimi wojidi say before I able to abadie na tum edaho emaye nyina.
Additionally, during a visit to Kenyasi number 2, there was a request for Dr. Bawumia to facilitate the accreditation of a university established by the chiefs to be affiliated with the University of Energy and Natural Resources, to which he responded positively.
University bi wa yepese yesi. Ifrasi ebe emfiebe edunia na nkruni accreditation ayepe no ya bresa. The regional minister and the
NPP flag bearer also held a community event with party faithful before heading to Tano South. There, he expressed condolences to the Kwemada chiefs and community members for the loss of their chief, Nana Fusujiabo II. The Kwemada of Bechem appreciated Dr. Bawumia's visit and urged Ghanaians to vote for him for progress.
Mumma Ghana and San Konechi. Mumma Ghana yen San Tuaso. Mumma bo Dr. Mahmudu Bawumia and Tuaso. Na yen sonenwe. Wayebi. Na obesan Tuaso. Na wayamai.
Dr. Bawumia also held a community event in Dema in the Tano South constituency.
Dr. Bawumia continues with his campaign, a key factor being engaging various stakeholders. Most of these stakeholders have raised concerns about the poor state of their roads. Dr. Bawumia has assured them that he will work to address their infrastructure challenges. Reporting for Channel 1 News, Hansen Ajiman.
From the NPP, let's now shift focus to the NDC. The presidential candidate for the party, John Dramani Mahama, has accused the governing New Patriotic Party of eroding the country's democratic gains over the past 8 years. He points to the recent economic hardships and a perceived governance crisis as evidence of this decline. Addressing a gathering at a governance forum in Accra, John Mahama reaffirmed his commitment to ensuring accountability in his next administration. He urged citizens to vote against the NPP in the December 7 polls, describing it as a means of liberating themselves from what he termed a horror movie.
Our democratic institutions have been put under great strain these last 8 years, and all the gains we made in strengthening our democratic institutions since 1992 have been severely eroded. Ladies and gentlemen, this horror movie Ghanaians have been subjected to over the last 8 years must come to an end. Clearly, the pledge to protect the public purse was just a hollow promise. And indeed, as some people say humorously, they have not only emptied the public purse, they have stolen the purse itself. The insatiable greed of appointees of this administration has not even spared the environment, including our water bodies and our forest reserves.
Now, the High Court, General Jurisdiction 6 in Accra, has dismissed an injunction application filed on October 17, 2024 by the National Democratic Congress and Joanna Jan Kujo. The application sought to restrain the Electoral Commission from printing ballot papers and issuing the notice of poll for the Amenfi Central constituency. This legal move followed the Electoral Commission's refusal to recognize Joanna Jan Kujo as the duly elected NDC parliamentary candidate for the Amenfi Central constituency as ordered by the High Court in 2nd on May 31, 2024. The Accra Court upheld the Electoral Commission's position, asserting that its refusal to recognize Joanna Jan Kujo complied with the prior High Court orders from 2nd which remain unresolved. The court emphasized that any contrary action could be viewed as contempt of the existing orders. Still on politics, the leadership of the Ghana Freedom Party has announced the selection of a new presidential candidate for the December 7 polls following the passing of their presidential candidate, Ekuadonko. The party has stated that it will unveil their new candidate in the coming days to revitalize its structures ahead of the elections. Channel 1 News' Ashanti regional correspondent Hafiz Tijani reports.
The Ghana Freedom Party has affirmed that it is reviewing all necessary steps to meet the Electoral Commission's guidelines for the 2024 presidential elections. Party officials emphasized their commitment to complying fully with the EC's requirements and deadlines for presenting a new candidate following the demise of Ekuadonko.
The Ghana Freedom Party has received recent correspondence from the Electoral Commission, EC, regarding party status. We appreciate the EC's communication and guidelines provided in honor of Madam Ekuadonko's legacy and value she instilled. The Ghana Freedom Party will fully comply with the EC's requirement. Our team is currently reviewing all necessary steps to ensure we meet these standards and prepare to participate actively in the upcoming 7th December 2024 elections.
At a news conference in the Ashanti region, party leaders declared their unity and readiness for the upcoming elections despite the loss of their founder and leader.
So the party has met on several occasions, the leadership, and led by our General Secretary, who is George Afo. He's the General Secretary for Ghana Freedom Party. And we have had decisions, and we are coming stronger. So we are telling the general public to relax. Ghana Freedom Party has decided that we are coming out with a presidential candidate and a vice presidential candidate for that matter to contest for this 2024 election. So nobody should panic.
The leadership has called on supporters to come together and intensify campaign efforts as the election draws near.
The party says it is preparing hard ahead of the 2024 general elections. Hafiz Tijani, Channel 1 News, Mamponten, Ashanti region.
This is the Election Bureau. Stay tuned for comprehensive and timely coverage of the 2024 elections. Follow us for real-time updates and join the election conversation using the hashtag GhanaPolls2024. You're watching the Channel 1 newsroom here on Channel 1 TV. Still ahead in the bulletin, attack on nurses in Asabi in the eastern region, heightened security concerns. Meanwhile, local authorities call for improved safety measures against growing fear among health workers and residents. Stay with us, we have details shortly.
Complete this rhyme. Twinkle, twinkle, little star.
How are you working? How?
Who's that?
Welcome to The Point of View.
Welcome to Face to Face on Channel 1 Television.
And hello, welcome to What the Papers Are Saying.
This be football made in Ghana. It be the only pidgin show where it day on your screen. Channel 1 TV.
Thank you so much.
Some people are late. You know, they have to catch up. City TV is now Channel 1 TV. You understand?
This is Channel 1 TV, telling your story, empowering change.
Complete this rhyme. Twinkle, twinkle, little star.
How are you working? How?
Who's that?
Welcome to The Point of View.
Welcome to Face to Face on Channel 1 Television.
And hello, welcome to What the Papers Are Saying.
This be football made in Ghana. It be the only pidgin show where it day on your screen. Channel 1 TV.
Thank you so much.
Some people are late. You know, they have to catch up. City TV is now Channel 1 TV. You understand?
This is Channel 1 TV, telling your story, empowering change.
Complete this rhyme. Twinkle, twinkle, little star.
How are you working? How?
Who's that?
Welcome to The Point of View.
Welcome to Face to Face.
You're welcome back to the Channel 1 newsroom. Now, the son of Prophet Salifu Amwako has been remanded in police custody following his involvement in a fatal accident at East Legon. He appeared before the juvenile court in Accra on Thursday, where the court ordered the seizure of his American and Ghanaian passports to prevent any risk of flight. The tragic accident, which occurred on October 12, claimed the lives of two individuals, sparking public outcry and calls for justice. The court also mandated a medical review of the accused, and he is expected to be taken to the University of Ghana Hospital on Monday for further examination. This review will assess his physical and mental health following the incident. The court further ordered that he reappear for the next hearing on November 7, 2024, where more details regarding his involvement and any potential legal proceedings are expected to be discussed. This case has attracted considerable media attention, partly due to the high-profile nature of his family background, raising broader discussions about road safety, accountability, and the legal process for juvenile offenders in Ghana. Now, health professionals at the Mampong Tetekwashi Memorial Hospital in the Kuapem North Municipality of the Eastern Region have issued an ultimatum to governments to provide speed ramps and a footbridge at the entrance to the hospital to help prevent frequent knockdown of clients and staff of the facility by speeding vehicles plying the Kofrodia Mampong to Accra stretch. Their urgent request comes after a staff nurse of the hospital was knocked down and killed by a speeding vehicle. Channel 1 News' Nilni Amate Kanako reports that the health workers are threatening to lay down their tools if their demands are not met within a week.
Ruth's tragic accident is not an isolated incident. Many patients and their families have also fallen victim to reckless speeding by drivers who ignore warning signs near the hospital in Mampong. Despite repeated pleas from hospital's management for speed ramps on this stretch of road, their requests have gone unanswered and lives continue to be lost. Her death has sent shockwaves through the health community, with health workers declaring that enough is enough. On Friday morning, they took to the streets to protest the senseless loss of their colleague, demanding action. They have warned that they will strike if their concerns are not addressed within the week. Speaking to the media, the convener, Francis Abuaji, recounted numerous incidents of staff and even discharged patients being struck by speeding vehicles.
This has been 4 years. Nothing has been done. This year alone, we have lost 7 people, including 4 staff, 1 dead, 3 injured badly. How long can we wait? How long do we want to see people dying? We are saying enough is enough to the government. If they don't want us to work, then we are going to lay down our tools. We have done what we are supposed to do according to the constitution by following the right channel, but nothing seems to be done. Therefore, we want to do this as a wake-up call to the right authority for them to do what they are expected to do. And failure to do that, we are giving them 1 week. We shall lay down our tools. We shall not work. Nobody shall. It is not just the health workers, but the patients that are coming are also being knocked down. And therefore, we are saying enough is enough.
Nurses from the labor ward, deeply saddened by the loss of their colleague, expressed their frustration and urged the government and highway authorities to take immediate action. Meanwhile, the Eastern Regional Minister, Seth Kwame Echampon, has reassured the aggrieved health professionals of government's commitment to their safety, promising urgent measures to improve road infrastructure and prevent further tragedies.
Regional commander case no minister. Regional maintenance manager no do a highway. Muntina e ba hase. Ye my way nyina ye jawato. Ade ehia ne se makoma so ade. Betu so anamo.
Now, the Agricultural Development Bank, ADB, has closed its branch in Boku due to the ongoing volatile situation in the area, which has resulted in at least 20 deaths and numerous injuries. ADB was the only bank still operating in Boku alongside the local Besfa Rural Bank. The closure adds to the list of governments and reputable private institutions that have suspended operations in the area since the onset of the conflict. Other institutions that have vacated Boku include the Ghana Commercial Bank, GCB, the Social Security and National Insurance Trust, SNIT, Absa Bank, Circuit and District Courts, and Melcom Ghana, among others. Let's focus on some other stories. A robbery attack on 2 nurses in Asabi within the Askori Mampong municipality of the Ashanti region on Thursday night has left health workers and residents in fear. Following the incident, the assembly member for the Asabi electoral area and authorities at the health center have raised concerns over escalating security issues, which they attribute to poor lighting and limited police presence. Channel 1 News' Ashanti regional correspondent Doris Lonta reports.
According to the victims, both female nurses at the Asabi Health Center, they were ambushed by 2 unknown men on their way to work the night shift, who then stole their belongings. Speaking with Assembly member Mohammed Lamin Jara, he cited poor lighting and a lack of consistent security measures as the primary causes of the rising insecurity in the area. He urged authorities to install additional street lights and called on police to increase visibility, warning that the recent event could instill fear and impact the effectiveness of health workers.
More often, you hear that people have stood by the way and took people's mobile phones or bags, especially at dawn when people are rushing to the market, or late around 9 p.m. People now hide, the criminals hide behind the darkness to foment all this. And that is why I'm calling on everybody to support Asawasi. Not only Asabi electoral area, but all the 15 electoral area. We need to beef up our security. The member of parliament must do enough to ensure that we are all safe.
The head of the health center, Asari Danso Ebenezer, announced that following the incident, the facility would limit OPD services at night to emergency cases only until adequate security measures are put in place.
Even though the staffs are not going to be here for the full 24-hour shift, they would be attending patients to about 10:30. The staff will linger around, and there will be 1 staff for each unit at the facility. They will ensure that if there are any emergency service needed at that period of time, that's from 10 to dawn, that patient would have access to that kind of care. But apart from that, patients rooming in on OPD basis just at night, I don't think they would open the door for until this issue have been properly mitigated and resolved.
However, in response, Asabi Mampong Health Director maintained that the facility already has 9 security, but advised health workers to remain vigilant as efforts are made to add another security personnel.
The facility is fenced, and because it is fenced, we have a temporary staff who is a security over that facility. What happened yesterday, the news that we got is that the people were attacked at the facility, which it wasn't even nearby the facility. So you cannot say the facility is not secured.
Stakeholders have expressed concern over the increasing security threat in Asabi, urging authorities to put stringent measures in place to ensure the safety of health workers and residents. Reporting for Channel 1 News, I'm Doris Lonta, Asabi, Ashanti region.
Now, government has set an ambitious target to achieve nationwide 5G coverage by 2026 to spur social and economic development. This follows the official adoption of the 5G network in Ghana, a significant move aimed at improving mobile connectivity and bridging the digital divide in the country. Channel 1 News' Neela Telate was at the launch and has the following report.
Ghana's transition from 4G to 5G will offer higher internet speed, more consistent connections, and improved network efficiency for households and businesses. Some subscribers in major cities have already begun enjoying the service, which was unveiled by the government and its partners, with plans to connect more underserved areas soon. Speaking at the official launch in Accra today, Minister for Communications and Digitalization, Owusu noted that this is a giant step towards Ghana's 2030 agenda for becoming a digitally advanced country.
5G has now arrived in Ghana, marking a significant step forward in our digital journey. The initial rollout focus is on major cities, starting today, where we anticipate that residents in Accra, Kumasi, and Takoradi will begin experiencing the benefits almost immediately once the network operators activate it. Our goal is to achieve coverage across additional urban areas by the end of 2024. For full nationwide coverage, including rural regions, we're looking at a multi-phase approach, aiming for comprehensive access by 2026. If you live in the initial 5G catchment areas and still cannot access 5G by December, kindly call out your network operator because they have to make it available to you.
President Akufo-Addo expressed optimism about the potential of 5G, but cautioned against misuse that could undermine the country's significant strides in digitalization.
As Ghana's digital journey is only just beginning. The journey ahead requires vision and responsibility. 5G is a powerful catalyst for shaping Ghana's future. But with this power comes the responsibility to use it wisely. We must address concerns around data privacy, cybersecurity, and responsible use to ensure that 5G fosters progress, not division.
Ghana's 5G infrastructure is being developed in collaboration with strategic technology partners like Nokia and Tech Mahindra. NextGen Infraco has assured that it will provide an affordable network to enable Ghana to reap the full benefits of this global transition.
We believe that 5G is not just a tool for innovation, but a catalyst for growth, development, and empowerment of every Ghanaian. As we stand here today, on the brink of this new digital frontier, I want to remind us all that this is just the beginning. Together, we will harness the power of 5G to build a stronger, more prosperous, and more connected Ghana.
Currently, internet penetration in Ghana stands about 70%, a gap the government aims to bridge within the next 6 years. The major mobile network operators leading the 5G rollout are MTN Ghana, Telecel Ghana, and AT.
It was 4G adoption in Ghana some 9 years ago. Today, Ghana has joined the rest of the world for the 5G transition. The government is optimistic that it will leapfrog in various aspects of the economy with this kind of advancement coming into force. For CNR Business, my name is Ni Lati.
This is still the Channel 1 newsroom on Channel 1 TV. Up next is CNR Business with Netele Nete Ajaho.
CNR Business is brought to you by MTN and EcoBank.
Hello and welcome to CNR Business, proudly brought to you by MTN and EcoBank. My name is Netele Nete Ajaho. A high court in Accra has overturned the Bank of Ghana's 2019 decision to revoke the operating license of CDH Savings and Loans Company Limited, ordering both parties to resolve the issue through arbitration. Justice Bu's ruling, issued on November 1, 2024, criticized the BOG's approach, underlining the constitutional requirements for fair and reasonable administrative actions. The court noted that the BOG's 2-week deadline for CDH to liquidate assets to address its liquidity challenges was unreasonable and unfair. BOG had originally revoked CDH's license on August 16, 2019, citing liquidity issues stemming from CDH's failure to sell repossessed collateral. This, the central bank argued, led to an inability to meet withdrawal demands from depositors. In response, CDH shareholders, CDH Financial Holdings Limited, challenged the decision in court, seeking to have it quashed on grounds of procedural unfairness and to prevent any further disruption to its operations until arbitration. In his ruling, Justice Bu referenced Article 23 of Ghana's 1992 Constitution, underscoring that administrative actions must uphold fairness. By overturning the BOG's license revocation, the ruling reinforces legal protections for businesses facing regulatory actions and emphasizes the importance of due process in Ghana's financial sector. The case now heads to arbitration, where CDH and the Bank of Ghana are expected to negotiate a resolution. And that's all for CNR Business. It was proudly brought to you by MTN and EcoBank. My name is Nete Ajaho.
CNR Business was brought to you by MTN and EcoBank.
Every day, people have money emergencies.
Complete this rhyme. Twinkle, twinkle, little star.
How are you working? How?
Who's that?
Wrap up today's bulletin on the Channel 1 newsroom. Before we go, let's recap our headlines. Parliament to reconvene on November 7 following stalled discussions. Robbery attacks on nurses in Asabi in the Ashanti region heightened security concerns. Meanwhile, local authorities call for improved safety measures amidst growing fear among health workers and residents. Son of Prophet Salifu Amuako remanded in custody after fatal accident. And government aims for nationwide 5G coverage by 2026 to enhance development as the official adoption takes off. Visit our website, channel1news.com, for more information on our top stories and more. Subscribe to Channel 1 TV on YouTube for more exclusive video content from Channel 1 TV. Download the Channel 1 Newsroom app on the App Store and Google Play Store. This is the Election Bureau. Stay tuned for comprehensive and timely coverage of the 2024 elections. Follow us for real-time updates and join the election conversation using the hashtag GhanaPolls2024. My name is Charles Owusu. Many thanks for watching.